ModFest was supposed to be the event of the year, but as Bryson raced towards Tina backstage, something strange happened. For a split second, it felt like time froze. Memories started flashing through his mind. Brian's death, the chaos at Modest Media, moving to a new city, secretly dating your dead best friend's ex. Everything has just been building for months. Then suddenly,
Down to emergency surgery.
the voices of the meadow echoed as Bryson was rushed through the hospital doors. The ceiling lights blurred above him as the stretcher rolled down the hallway. Bright white lights, machines beeping, doctors yelling orders, tubes everywhere. The entire room felt loud, overwhelming. But Bryson trying to focus, but his vision started fading. Then everything went black. Suddenly, an alarm clock blasting loudly. Bryson smacked the clock as the radio kicked on.
WCWF 92.3, Good Morning New York. It's another beautiful Saturday in the city. And boy, was that a show last night. If you weren't at ModFest, you missed the performance of the year by Joe and Jada. And did you see that proposal? We'll talk about it more in the next hour, right here on 92.3.
Bryson sat up quickly. Wait, what the fuck was that? He ran to the mirror. He checked his body. No wounds, no hospital bracelet, nothing. Confused, Bryson slowly walked into the kitchen. Standing over the stove was Tina.
Morning, Bryson. Did you get any sleep? You were tossing and turning all night? I know we celebrated hard after ModFest, but you, sir, had way too much to drink.
Bryson stood there in silence. The mind has a funny way of playing tricks on you. All that stress of planning ModFest, all the tension with Modest Media, Joe and Jada, Big Don, Chris. Bryson's brain had created a nightmare, a twisted version of how things could have gone wrong. But the truth was, ModFest had been a success. Joe and Jada killed their performance, the crowd loved them. And for the first time in months, things at Modest Media were going well. Still, something about the dream stayed with him, because deep down Bryson knew something, no matter how successful Modest Media became, it still wasn't his. He was still working for Clint, still building someone else's dream. And that feeling burned like alcohol poured into an open wound. But Bryson always had been a fighter. He knew he'd figure things out eventually. Bryson and Tina continued making breakfast when suddenly the TV caught his attention. Bryson grabbed the remote and turned the volume up. A reporter stood outside a crime scene.
Yes, Julie. We're standing here in Midtown where police are investigating the shooting of Modest Media owner Clint Matthews late last night. He has been rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Witnesses say they saw a man and woman speeding away in a black truck.
Bryson's heart dropped. Tina immediately hugged him. I know how much Clint means to you, she whispered. Bryson kissed her on her cheek. I have to go. At the hospital, Bryson finally saw Clint hours later. Machines surrounded his bed. The beeping, the lights, the smell of antiseptic. It looked like Bryson's dream. Hey, Clint, Bryson said softly. You look like $1,000,000.
Oh, you got jokes now. Let me see your phone so I can FaceTime Tina. You show her the face that God created.
Bryson laughed nervously.
Tina, yeah, about that.
Clint waved him off.
Relax. Brian will be happy for you.
Bryson paused. Then he asked the question that mattered.
Who did this to you?
Clint's face hardened.
Big Don.
Bryson froze. Clint continued.
I was leaving the venue after ModFest. Next thing I know, I see a gun and a woman wearing a blonde wig and a pink ski mask.
Bryson leaned closer. Who? Clint looked him directly in the eyes.
Stacy.
Months later, Big Don and Stacy were arrested. And with Clint recovering, Bryson stepped in to run Modest Media. The company flourished. New artists, new deals, new success. But something inside Bryson still felt unfinished. Then one afternoon, Clint walked into the office with a cane.
I've been thinking.
Clint said, I'm done. Bryson looked confused.
I'm serious.
And continued.
This company, the stress, the drama, I almost died, Bryson.
He leaned forward.
You can have Modest Media.
Bryson blinked.
No games, no strings.
Clint shrugged.
Or I'll sell it to someone else.
Bryson sat there in silence because now the biggest decision of his life sat right in front of him. After everything that happened at ModFest, after stepping up while Clint recovered, Bryson proved he can run Modest Media. But now Clint has given him a choice. Bryson can take over Modest Media or finally step out and build something of his own. Now the question is, what should Bryson do? Vote red if you think he should continue running Modest Media and build on the success he already has. Or Vote blue if you think he should start his own company and finally chase his personal dream. Drop a red or blue emoji in the comments to vote. Voting closes Tuesday at 5 p.m. Your vote decides what happens next in the story. Bryson is an interactive audio drama where the audience becomes part of the writer's room. Every vote helps to shape the direction of the characters, the relationships, and the future of the series. Listen, vote, and decide what happens next. See you next Saturday.